Good morning, you ladies. My name is Jacksepticeye, and welcome to the world's easiest game, which, first of all, I call shenanigans on that because I don't think that this is going to be the world's easiest game, but just to try and prove it, and try and prove a point to myself and to the world at large, I have my old friend, Jack Daniels here. That is my buddy, No, not you! I know you- Wait, your name is Jack and Daniels? I don't believe you. No, get out of here. No. Get out of here and put pants on. Never trust someone who has two first names. That's just bullshit right off the start. Okay, this must be the world's easiest game. So, to try and prove it wrong, and the fact that I know it's not going to be the world's easiest game, I am going to take a shot, well, this is bigger than a shot, of Jack Daniels every time I get an answer wrong. Addictinggames.com has stopped. Okay. You know what? This is what happens when you have to use Internet Explorer. Because, oh, my good old friend Chrome couldn't use Flash Player for some reason. Are you happy now, world? I'm here stuck using fucking. Oh, God. The world's easiest game. Your reputation as an intelligent individual precedes you. That, however, is not the name of the game today. I'm Crazy Cat. Am I drunk already? Or is that text just fucked up? Like me, you will get 9 lives, and only 9. That's actually more than I expected to get. Okay. Which one is the United States? Okay, is a triangle the only basic shape with 3 sides? Yes? Okay. What is your name? Oh, see, Is this a thing where I type anything? Okay, Sean? I got my name right! Okay, you walk into a restaurant. In the room, there are 10 people who are 21 years old, 3 people who are 26 years old, 7 people who are 29 years old, and 9 people who are 31 years old. 17 are men. How many people are in the restaurant? 10. Right? Wait, you walk into a room. How many are in the restaurant? I don't fucking know. Did you just vomit? Okay, is this the world's easiest game? Technically, yes. Oh wait, I got an answer wrong. This. Oh wait, does that mean I have to take 9 shots? Okay, we'll go a little easy on the shots then, since this is a fucking fat glass. Okay, bottoms up. This is a thick glass. I spilled that all down my face. You didn't see anything? It was sexy as shit. There's a bear poo in the woods. Yes? Okay. This is weird. This is a game. They're not dying. Maybe if I used a bomb. My God. This is one of those games where I feel like I just pressed the button 4. I feel like this is tricking me. The word swims is the same forwards, backwards, and upside down. It's not the same backwards, but why not? We'll fucking go with you. You're trying to trick me, game. How many questions have you answered so far? Oh, 9? Because I'm on the 10th question. I get it. It says it up here. What is the shape of a round red rubber ball? That would be a sphere, my boy. Because it is a ball. It is not a circle. What is 2 and 2 put together? 21? You stupid. 22. Haha! Can't fucking trick me, game. I have the power of Jack and Daniels with me. I have hemorrhoids. Which is furthest away? Jupiter, Mars, Pluto, the moon. Pluto. These are the types of things where I'm like, that's the obvious answer, but are you trying to trick me? Is there a trick in the question? Letter words. A pyrotechnician should know how fire works. I'm very uneasy. Beat me in tic-tac-toe. Okay, can I just beat you in real life? That was not that hard. Turn on the light bulb. Wait. My lights are already on. Oh. Okay, Stacy and Jeff were making out. Some guy was just there with fucking binocs. For some reason. Do I look pretty? Wait. Am I pretty? Okay. What shape is this? Okay. Which one is an elephant? Mary and Susie ordered a pizza. Mary ate 2 out of 4 slices and Susie ate 4 out of 8. Who ate more? Neither. Both are halves. Okay. Maybe this is the world's easiest game. 2. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Oh, we're playing this, are we? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23? Mr. Game! How dare you? Press the K button. Maybe this is the world's easiest game. Okay, well, I actually got one wrong, so. Swim to safety. How? Oh. Am I dead? What is going on? I thought people told me to play this game like ages and ages ago. And they had some sly comments about it, saying that I was gonna fail. I don't know what's happening. Maybe this just goes on forever. Aqua is another word for water. What state is this? I don't fucking know. Alaska? Turns out I did know. Okay. Which one is a zebra? This one. I feel like I'm doing okay. What do you put in a toaster? Bread. Isn't that supposed to be a thing where you ask a bunch of shit about bread and then you say what do you put in a toaster and then it's like toast? Ah, fuck, bread! That would be... Okay, smarty pants, what state is this? That's Texas. Except it's upside down. Texas is the fuck you state. Because it looks like this. I'm not against you. I'm not saying anything against you. Spider, tell him. He didn't mean that. He was just saying that. Thanks, Spider-Man. He sits on top of my monitor. You can't see him, he's not in the shot. Stop asking questions! This is my dog, Blue. What color is my dog? Blue. Okay. I thought you... Okay. See? Now it begins. Now it begins. I get it. I get how this goes. Bottoms up to you too, Spider-Man! Jesus! I don't know if I'm seeing Jack and Daniels at the same time. Is that a trick question? Okay. There are 8 miles of woods by your house. How far can you walk into the woods? What? It's not going in my favor anymore. That's fine. I turned into a fucking weed whacker all of a sudden. Or over in Ireland, see, I said weed whacker because I knew a lot of people out there wouldn't understand what the fuck I was talking about if I said I sounded like a strummer. See, over in Ireland, we call them a strimmer. The thing that you use to cook grass. But over in Yandere land, you call them weed whackers. I mean, I get it, but fuck you. You think you're better than me. Fill in the missing letters in order to form words in the horizontal and vertical directions. Gel? Boom, boom, ba-ba-da-ba-da. Oh wait 12 seconds. Okay. It's enough time for me to take another shot. See, the trick with this game is that I wanted to lose. The trick is that I wanted to lose, because the more I lose, the happier I feel. Jack Daniels does not taste good on its own. What's the number between 1 and 2? 1.5. I'm a smart boy. You know what? Bring it on. Bring on the failure. The more I fail, the better I feel. The more I fail, the less I remember. Okay, the shots aren't actually affecting me that much. It was all an act. Is the moon made of cheese? Well, this moon is. Alice is 14. On her birthday, she gets in a car and heads towards her friend Samantha's house. Fucking Samantha, she's a bitch. At the same time, her friend Emily starts cycling at a speed of 10 miles per hour towards Samantha's house as well. How old was Alice? 13? What is a round red rubber ball made of? Rubber. I got a little smiley emoji. I would like an eggplant emoji because I love that dick. A centennial anniversary celebration of how many years? 100. Cent or song is... Okay, wait 10 seconds. I'm gonna teach you some French. Cent is 100 in French. And that's why we have the term cents. Because 100 cents is $1 or €1 or 100 pence is a pound. But UK is weird. I don't know why I moved here. Put the ball in the basket. Kobe? What color is a round rubber red ball? Red. The word race car is the same forwards as backwards. True. But it is! What? 6, by the way. Didn't even need to think about that one. I'm gonna tell you a story about my grandpappy. My grandpappy, Desmond, dead before I was born. How many cups in a quart? 4. How many quarts in a gallon? 4. 4! That's 4! I'm smart! I think those shots are getting to me. How many sizes a rectangle have? 4. It's still 4. If you take half a spider's leg, 4. I'm a smart boy. I went to college twice. How many fingers in a human hand? You were trying to trick me. It's 4 fingers and a thumb. But you counted the thumb as 1 finger. Because it has a phalange. I get it. Hangman. Castle. Ah, fuck. A square is not the same shape but only 4 sides. 2x minus 6 equals 12. 2, 3. I have to take 2 shots now. I'm only taking 1 shot. Because that's embarrassing. Does a frog bump his butt when he hops? Yes. Escape the dungeon. I got out. You know what? I'm gonna break this down for you right now. Kinda drunk. Because before I played Cuphead, I took a Jack and Coke. So, a little bit drunk. So, my cognitive abilities kinda fucked right now. So, I used my computer to cheat. 30 days in September, April, June, and November. 31 in October because that's Halloween. April, June, and November. 4. What? Oh, did that ask how many days in how many days have 31 days? Fuck. Okay. Well, I failed the world's easiest game. But I blame my friend Jack plus Daniels. My friend Jack plus Daniels don't trust anybody with a first name. 2 first names, might I add. That includes you, Mr. Cat. I had 9 lives, failed all 9 of them. But that does it for me from this video. If you liked it, punch the like button in the face like a boss! And high fives all around. Whoopsh, whoopsh. But thank you guys, and I will see all you dudes next video!